Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Students, Assalamu alaikum. Today we are starting the affinity chromatography, that is the third type of chromatography. The principle of this affinity chromatography is that a technique that provides specific, selective and effective purification of the macromolecules like protein on the basis of unique bonding properties to the ligands, specifically and reversibly. It means that the macromolecules are binds to the ligands specifically and reversibly. Such type of chromatography is carried out in only one step, and that is the very much rapid chromatography, that is it is completed in only one step. So the affinity chromatography provides best separation on the basis of unique bonding properties which are often difficult or even impossible for other chromatographic techniques. And the other chromatographic techniques like gel filtration chromatography and ion exchange chromatography, such type of chromatographic techniques are differ from affinity chromatography, because in the ion exchange chromatography or the gel filtration chromatography depends upon the physico-chemical properties, whereas such type of chromatography like the affinity, it is based on the unique bonding properties to the ligands specifically and reversibly. So in such type of chromatography, that is the water insoluble support to which the ligands is covalently attached, and when the mixture of protein is applied on such column that having the water insoluble support to which the ligand is covalently attached, the desired protein will be attached directly to the ligands, and the undesired protein or the unwanted protein will be eluted during the column washing. So this affinity chromatographic process is also represented by the equation like the macromolecule and the ligands. In the reversible process, macromolecule is attached to the ligand. This is the one step chromatographic type of chromatography, because whether the macromolecules are attached to the ligands or whether they will be if they are not attached or they are not specifically attached to the ligand, then again these macromolecules and ligands will be separated. So this is one step and rapid process chromatography. In this chromatographic technique, that is not only used for the separation and purification of protein, but also for the purification of hormones, receptor proteins, drug binding protein, antigens, antibodies, nucleic acid and virus also. So in this case, if the our molecule is antigen, so the ligand will be the antibody. If our molecule is enzyme, ligand will be the substrate. If our molecule is receptor, that will be the ligand will be its specific ligand. So for the successful chromatographic technique, we must fulfill the following criteria like proper selection of the water insoluble support, proper selection of the ligands, then covalently attachment of the ligands to water insoluble support, and conditions for binding and elution of the desired protein. So first step is the proper selection of water insoluble support. So for the selection of proper selection of water insoluble support, one must have fulfill the following criteria for the selection of the means that water insoluble support will be selected that fulfill the following criteria. First is that the water insoluble supporting media must have a good flow rate. It must less affinity for non-specific macromolecule. It must have high effective porosity. It must have chemically and mechanically stable over a wide range of pH and temperature. It must have a large number of chemical groups which are able to activate a large number of functional groups, and it must be stable during binding and elution conditions, because in the binding and during binding and elution condition we change the temperature and pH, so it must be stable over a wide range of pH and temperature change when binding and elution of the desired protein is carried out. So on the basis of these criteria, the water insoluble support or the gel which are mostly used in the affinity chromatography are the polyacrylamide gel, agarose gel, and controlled porosity glass beads are used. But the best of these is agarose gel. The trade name of this agarose gel is the Cephorose 4B. You know that Cephorose is available in the market in the three different forms: Cephorose 2B, Cephorose 4B, and Cephorose 6B. So out of which the best Cephorose which is used for the affinity gel is Cephorose 4B. Why we use Cephorose 4B instead of Cephorose 2B and Cephorose 6B? Because Cephorose 4B is more porous than the Cephorose 6B. Cephorose 4B have greater substitution group or the functional group than Cephorose 2B. That is why we use the Cephorose 4B for the affinity purpose, for the affinity chromatography. Then second is the proper selection of the ligand. So how we select the ligand, which type of ligands will be suitable for the affinity gel? Very important step in the preparation of affinity gel. One must have thorough knowledge of the specificity of macromolecules to be purified. For example, in the isolation of fat cell ghost, insulin is used as a, or insulin is act as a ligand. So which type of molecule will be act as a ligand, which must fulfill the following criteria. First is that ligands may be cancer protein, ligands may be substrate, ligands may be cofactor, ligands may be competitive inhibitor, ligands may be antigel. So the compounds contain NH2 group may act as a ligand. So the criteria for the ligand selection is that the ligand must have strong interaction for the specific or for the desired protein. Second, ligand must have functional groups with long hydrocarbon chain. Third, ligand must have small dissociation constant, that is the Kd value. So usually the Kd value or the dissociation constant value exists between 0.01 millimolar to 5 millimolar, not more than 5 millimolar or greater than 5 millimolar, not less than 0.01 millimolar. Why? Because if the value of the Kd is less than 0.01 millimolar, it means that strong binding between the ligands and protein. So for the separation of our desired protein or for the dissociation of our desired protein from the ligand, we must apply the drastic condition of pH and temperature that will deactivate our desired protein. Second, if the Kd value of the ligand is greater than 5 millimolar, then for that purpose loose binding will be occur between the ligand and protein, and before binding to the ligand, protein will be eluted before purification. So that is why the Kd value is maintained between the 0.01 millimolar to 5 millimolar. Okay, Allah Hafiz. If you have any question, please ask.